Control of B main.
Slow. Okay, that's heard by Sasi at least, but does Zekin move? This is great ground to be gained by Loud.
I mean, Loud right now did a great job just to enter towards the site. Sasi splits out the push, and that's a spike down. QCK was still there inside Hookah to trade her right out. Zelsis trying to count the timing to get through the smoke as it dissipates. And he's able to fall away. You talked about Zekin anchoring for the longest time, TPing through, and now you understand when Loud takes control of Hookah, it's so hard to deal against for the retake.
Exactly. Even if you have B main control in the Octagon Garden, it doesn't seem like it matters with what Loud is going to start doing to push and pull you around that Hookah, around the market side of the map, and maybe even Showers, because their numbers are working so efficiently in groups of 3 or 4 with that lurker still around the map.
Very well done so far here by Loud, and a 9-3 hopefully could be the 9-3 curse for the Sentinels fans. But until we start the second half, let's toss it down to GB, who's working the crowd.
All right, guys, so I can't settle who's going to win this series because it's just been so freaking intense. So what I decided to do was really just resort to science. We're going to do a push-up contest. Yes. So I got Tiago and I got Mango here. They're going to represent their respective teams. Gentlemen, assume the push-up position. There you go. There you go. All right. It's 1st to 10. Whoever wins, turns out they're going to win this series. Crowd, chant with me. 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 6, 7. They're in a rhythm. 10. Get going. Oh, he's clapping. He's clapping. He's clapping. They're all clapping. I can't do this. He's winning with 1 hour. Hold on a second. He's trying to do some dance moves. He's trying to do some dance moves. Oh my. What in the sweet Christmas is happening right now? This is the best segment we ever could have cooked up. I mean, that's it. I got nothing else. Who won? Who won? Wait a minute. Was it Loud? Was it Sentinels?
We got odd numbers.
They got odd number. They're being numbered out over here, guys. Firstly, I just want to thank you all so much for participating. Give it up for these guys. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Come here, come here. Oh my God. And for you guys, Doug's giving out some free stuff. All right, Vansili Riv, please take this carnage away from my hands if you don't mind.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell just happened? It felt like one of those never let them know your next move. We went from push-ups to one hand to kickstands to b-boying. That was insane.
All I know is we got a GIF with GB dancing on the floor now. That's all that we got, a GIF with GB and 2 other people dancing on the VCT America stage.
Oh
That's
my
all
God.
you need to get out of that. Awesome stuff by the 2 from the crowd. Love the showmanship. Thanks so much for coming out and making that so awesome.
So even if the Loud fan won on push-ups, the crowd was still behind to see who won for the series. So I think it's still even now. We don't know who's going to win this series yet,
right.
So we'll just let the game decide. In the pistol round now, Sentinels on the attack, working out very slow contact to start things off at their default. Again, you're seeing the same thing though. Jump contacts coming out from Loud and getting ready to delay. Deny with Kawanzin. The fault line set up at the elbow, but it decides otherwise to pivot towards the A site. And it's a great read so far because that's where Sentinel's moving as well.
They are encroaching back to the other side of the map. If you get that kill over towards B long, gate crash from 10s. Everybody's hitting the site, but they go back to strat B of round 1. That's going to be the A hit. Not enough noise at B long, so we go for short. The molly from Zekin now, but Loud ready on the other side for this as the smokes start to clear.
And with the orb to use the dog, but it's towards the right side to allow Tens to move forward inside Showers, and both Twinsies are working together on the left side of triple. The right click classic. Sentinel score first in the pistol round. Sadak falls, and there's trades instantly all around. And the spike's still down. 30 seconds left. Delayed enough for potential backstab coming through as Tui's just got spotted. They saw 1. Will they see 2? Beautiful flash coming out from Tens, but they both
didn't see 2. Quick heal.
Comes down to John Cutie. Left side of triple, gas down, wall down as well. Pivot back from Loud, using all the time in their favor.
Oh, the headshot.
Fusicate down to 8 HP just to try to delay, so Tui's come out of showers, gets that pick, and there's the trade! Beautifully done in the coordination of Loud. They come out for the trade, and Tui's will get the defuse. Loud now are at 10, and they're really trying to push this to the brink in map 5.
To go to Lotus between these two teams as well. One of the biggest chess games you can run on our 3-site maps. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. It looks like it is on the horizon. A stinger buy here from Sentinels. We saw this be effective on Icebox. Can it have the same result here on Bind? Loud has just been so strong. Guardian in the hands of Tui's after those frags and the defuse, building himself up to alt. Stingers and Bulldogs around with Sadak's Judge close in hand, guarding U-Haul. All right, so SEN flip it. 10's now on the left side of the map to gate crash back to the right. So a little bit different from round 1. But Loud has no reason to really worry.
Let's watch VCT with Binks. Binks back कर रहे देखते हैं. आप लोग को थोड़ा ये नीचे लेके आना पड़ेगा फूड.
Loud's camp, they probably won't keep that stinger unless you're Sadak. You could probably get
Arizona भी है, Arizona भी है,
But at the same
Arizona.
time, though, we're not only snowballing
भाई और एक
on
वो
the
भी है पता है
side
जहाँ पे
after
सारा
that
ऐसा ऐसा
goes
लाइट्स
by,
दिखते हैं अलग
they're
अलग.
also starting to snowball, getting
बाली
very
बाली
close
नहीं
to
है
the
ये.
results on the attack.
Northern Lights वही.
उधर नहीं है.
Those alts could be met
Will
with a
be.
QCK retaliate. We will see. Getting it there. Hey, sometimes it just takes a few bullets to calibrate, okay?
Hey, at that distance, the instant pull down and get a shot like that,
Phoenix
that's
में
it.
एक साथ जो 20 बंदे को
Way to
देखा है.
utilize that stinger.
At that point, you feel like your
Northern
mouse is
Norway
gonna fall
Lights,
off your
Northern
mouse.
Lights हाँ.
10 to 5 here. Sentinels starting a little
Norway
bit of
उधर भी
momentum.
जाना उधर भी जाना.
We'll see if gotta go fast is what they
पूरा
are thinking.
दुनिया घूमने का है यार.
Tens is gonna make quick ground with a few steps before slamming onto shift. Looks like it's gonna be a quick pop flash.
पहले तो थोड़ा नॉर्थ भी घूमने का मेरे को इंडिया, क्योंकि मैं साउथ घूमा हूँ, थोड़ा नॉर्थ भी घूमने का। मैंने कनाडा में दिखते हैं नॉर्दर्न लाइट्स। हाँ क्या साहिल भाई, वेरी लकी यू आर। फोटोज भेजो ना ये सब।
Quick take, 5 towards the top side here for Loud. Let's see where they decide to get in after these smokes clear, because right now the
टेक्निकल
delay
टाइम ऑफ किधर है भाई? प्रोडक्शन
QCK will break the barrier
ये
first.
गेम होते रहेगा।
Waiting for him to rotate back from the B side, hit by the dog. Close range shorty denied right away. But they get information of 2 players from Sentinels on the pulse mine and U-Haul. So for Loud, they're trying to fight back towards Showers. Sassy getting ready for a pop flash so they could swing back off the tap of the spike.
Link का reaction देखने
There's
का।
deniability off utility. Can't stick onto the defuse quite yet. QCK deciding to move forward. 3 players all the way back towards short A. And the wall bang gets him.
भाई
You saw that
comeback लग रहा है।
There's not enough time here at this point, and even not
भाई क्या चल रहा है भेंचोद?
Everybody dies, and Sentinels, they get round number 6.
The post-plant game is become.
It's all love for कारगर स्ट्रीमर my man। मैं कारगर में नहीं हूँ रे मेरी जान, वो मेरा बूट कैंप है। Love you प्रतीक भाई, thank you for the fucking $50, but please join the premium group, you'll have a lot of fun। रिट्जी भाई thank you for the 9,000 rupees। रिट्जी भाई को भी पूछ सकते हो ग्रुप के बारे में। बस भाई इंडिया की तरफ से सुपर चैट लिमिट खत्म हो गया आज। लव यू बस भाई, लव यू टू रिट्जी भाई, love you too, thank you for the 9,000। देव भाई ना मान रहे, स्कॉटलैंड भी है बात तो है। देव भाई ना मान रहे, देव भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 10 pounds। हंस भाई मेरे को आप मुंह में लाल देने का मन हुआ। अभी से भाई लाइफ कैसा है? व्हाट्सएप लुक करूं क्या? मुंह में लाल? व्हाट्सएप लिख करो अपना। अभी से भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 1000। थैंक यू गाइस, सबको एक साथ वड़ा पाव यार, एक साथ। आज फाइनली मेरे घर पे चावल आएगा अमेरिका से। भाई कमबैक इज रियल हो रहा है भाई। सेकंड अल्ट, जेल्सिस अल्ट, प्लीज ये और लेने के बाद उसको दे दो स्पाइक प्लीज।
There's a minute left on the clock. Loud has no information of where Sentinel's at.
कंपटीशन पे आ जाते हैं क्या?
भाई क्या भाई आज का रेवेन्यू पता है ब्रो? टुडेस रेवेन्यू इज द टोटल ऑफ ऑल वॉच पार्टी रेवेन्यू शायद।
Today's revenue is the total of my 3-year gaming channel revenue.
पता नहीं हंसू के रो इस पे, पता है बेचारी, इसलिए बोल रहा था गेम प्ले इम्प्रूव कर, गेम प्ले इम्प्रूव कर।
Create some space and trying to find information and
गेम भाई थैंक यू फॉर द $10। अब इतना आ रही है तो हमें भी मिल के जाओ। मैं भी आया तब तो थाईलैंड में भाग गया। हाँ यार वो थोड़ा टाइमिंग लेफ्ट राइट हो गया गेम्स में, मिलना तो है। मैं उस टाइम मिलने का पूरा प्लानिंग बनाया था लेकिन वो वॉच पार्टी के लिए मेरे को जाना पड़ा था ना बैंकॉक, याद है मेरे को। नेक्स्ट टाइम आप आओगे जरूर मिलूंगा यार। कोई भी इंडिया में आएगा ना जो इतना ज्यादा सपोर्ट करता है, दैट इज द लीस्ट थिंग आई कैन डू कि मैं मिलूं।
Sentinels has come up with 4 rounds, and a lot of the rounds Loud is not able to
मनमोहित सिंह भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 70 कैनेडियन ऑस्ट्रेलियन डॉलर्स। मेरी जान, मैंने सुना कोई वॉच पार्टी सुपर चैट कर रहा है भाई। आज कौन है विनर वॉच इसमें सुपर चैट में? ये सारे मेरे को एक जैसे अमाउंट दिख रहे हैं।
विनर इन द एंड तो एक ही होने वाला है।
right now you can definitely see what Ender was talking about.
Love you time out के लिए, love you।
He's always smiling.
Time out लेते रहो।
But on the other end, the other IGL also
Can't give so much, but something Seawoods Mall आओ, Seawoods Mall में आते रहते हैं। But any amount is equal, no amount is also equal। मैं एक ही चीज बोलता हूँ, जो लोग contribute नहीं कर सकते, जो लोग donate नहीं कर सकते, all they can do is
He's like, you
Please
sure we planned
thank the
that? Is that
people
one that-
who
I
are
don't have that.
supporting me. उनको
We'll
टैग
see.
करके
Wow,
thank
getting
you
the
for the
same amount
super
of
chat
time to
बोलो
chat.
hearts तो
And they
वो तुम लोग
have
कर
a
सकते हो
lot to
because
throw at
positivity
Sentinels
is
here.
all
This could
we
be
have.
around.
एक
They
ही
get
लाइफ
that
है यार,
Palanzine
समझ रहे हो?
ultimate up. We've seen
Please leak मत
multi-kill
करो.
rounds from him.
बोलो कितना पैसा लगेगा?
after the other.
10
They
करोड़.
have 3 ults to fight back on this, but Sentinels
Abhishek
have a few
bhai,
on
thank you
deck
for
as
the
well.
100
This
मेरी
could
जान.
be very
Kelsey
chaotic.
still
They
active.
go back to that
Kelsey मेरी
default
तरफ से
strat,
भी
setting
love
up
you
at
यार.
just about every point of the attack side to make sure
I love you मेरी जान.
Kelsey
Kelsey still active.
Kelsey
Kelsey still always मेरी तरफ से भी love you
just
यार.
about every point of the attack.
Always. I love you मेरी जान. Kelsey still active. Kelsey still always मेरी तरफ से
Thank
भी
you.
love you यार.
Singh Paji, thank you
Always.
so much for
I
all
love you
the
मेरी जान.
thank
Kelsey
you.
still active. Kelsey still always मेरी तरफ से
Thank
भी
you.
love you यार.
So guys, Singh Paji, thank you
Always.
so much for
I
all
love you
the
मेरी जान.
thank
कोई टेंशन नहीं है. ठीक है.
So with the initial
सिर्फ
noise
thanks
that they
बोल
made
दो,
towards
बस,
showers,
और
it's
कुछ
an instant TP from tens. A jiggle now spawning a couple, and that's a beautiful fault line.
Oh, almost दो को ले सकते थे यार.
Les gets taken down, and that's Walls denied. Smoke's too far away to try to smoke it back out, so it gives a chance now for Sentinels
Side
to
खाली.
move inside that site, and that's why Tens gave his life away, so he can have a dimensional drift this round
Huh?
over. And allow Sassy to get the plant and Seekers on top of it. Not yet, because it gets denied from the aftershock from Elbow. Orbital strike, but he's going to stick it still.
मर गया वो. थोड़ी देर बात
No
कर देता
Seekers.
प्लांट.
There's a flank coming. Very huge right there. Cusick getting the pick. The execution onto Zelsis. Null coming out. Up to 10s of John Cutie. Now up to 10s only.
अच्छा
They
रिटेक किया
cannot
बे.
hold. It took a while.
अच्छा रिटेक किया.
But seems
लेकिन
to
उसने
allow
जान
for
क्यों दे
able
दिया
to
प्लांट
answer
के लिए
back
यार?
On Sentinel's pulse plant protocols.
I like it from Loud. They split up the flashes. They split up the
Love you,
aggressive
Viraj
entry,
bhai.
and how
Bhai,
it can
मेरे को
hit the
घूमना
site.
पड़ेगा, लग रहा है
Juicy
मेरे को.
case, Thanos timing it long, didn't even require any flashes.
Hello?
He peeks, he kills, and the
Can I
rest
have
of the
like a
team
world
of
tour
Loud is
visa?
able to come through. They did get that orbital strikeout, and Cowan's
Done
team
thing.
does
Love
pick
yous.
up the rolling thunder as we expected
ठीक है
on that
ठीक है. और
round.
शादी वादी
So they
कैसा
can
था
now
बेटे का?
fold over this power into another victory to bring it
अरे
to
वॉच
game
पार्टी तक
point.
करके मैं आने पाया.
Again, Sentinel still has quite a bit.
ठीक है
in
अंबानी
pocket
सर
for this
रखता.
round with ultimates
ठीक है.
in Zek and Zelsis and Saucy.
बिजी थे ना. थोड़ा बिजी है अंबानी.
Crash down A.
Walk down. Flush down.
With Brimstone.
Love you Viraj bhai. Thank you for the 10 pounds.
It just went with a Brimstone flash.
सबसे
Taking control of
बेस्ट
B,
ये लगता है
instant
पता है.
rotating. But with that, look at Sentinels.
बिलोंग
They haven't
कंट्रोल
budged
लो.
at all.
फिर रीसेट हो
Loud's been
जाओ.
very proactive rather with this type of composition on their defensive signs.
Ankit bhai, thank you for the membership.
Loud's protocol is to just fight a war at Fountain at B long. Sentinels are now going to try to re-hit this area to see.
Pratik Kolekar bhai, if you're still here, please
QCK
contact
out of it.
my
First blood
mods
for Tens
and
there.
आपका नंबर दे दो so that you can join the group.
To force the
कभी और सर टोरंटो कनाडा में. कनाडा में तो बहुत लोग हैं यार, बहुत फ्रेंड्स हैं. सच्ची जाने का मतलब मेरे cool friends भी दो हैं. एक बार जरूर आएंगे. पहले एक बार सेटल हो जाओ.
Loud trying to be
That's
ready
good,
for this
that
one,
impossible
but
है.
Sentinels also posted up
Sharks,
so they can TP away
can
if
we
they
go
need
down
to,
to
should
once
Zek
here?
not get
Dance
the
it, dance
picks
it.
with a showstopper.
And you don't expect the time.
मैं वो काउंटर नहीं करता. That's-
Inside the smoke though,
मैं इसलिए चालू 10 से किया था.
Second pushing all the way forward. A double swing towards the back of the site. He does get the first pick up the
Oh!
That's crazy.
Comeback is real क्या?
Like they wanted to for
Ah,
Sentinels. Loud eating
मेरी
into
गांड
the
फटी. मेरे को
strategy,
लगा
into the bait.
पीछे से कौन आया?
And we'll have Sentinels pulse plan now towards the B site.
And
Love
there's a
you,
bit
Abhishek
of the
bhai.
singular pro
Thank
play
you,
from
Singh
each one
Paji.
of them.
Thank you so much. Thank
Strength
you.
coming out and some all-stars there.
आप हो ना
Now,
ग्रुप में?
Cowanzine, great shot to
देखना तो
capitalize.
कौन
It's going to be a tough one to get this down with what's going to be happening, obviously. He just looks for the exit kills that's going to happen to him. But with Tens coming around on the outside of this round, his teleport from B gate crashed into spawn. So Les had an inkling. Yeah, there's going to be a teleport, but maybe it's a little bit later. And Tens finally found that timing, even though Les did look. It just shows you just how
Up नहीं
patient
हो.
Sen's pushing forward, how much they're making. Loud have to consider this angle. or this.
Zero
Loud
listeners,
just
thank you
wants
for the
to be
first
watching
super
the
chat.
site
Thank you for the
taken and denying.
20.
Another
टर्न
kill for
करके मारा रे
Cowanzine.
बेचारे को.
As we get a
तड़पा के
teleport
मारा.
out of Zelsis searching.
मतलब ऐसे भी मार सकता था
They
वो.
cannot take him down.
Cowanzine's still been doing a very good job getting a lot of value out of these
आज फुल
lines, too.
मौज पार्टी
Not
होने
only
वाली
set up
सुपर
himself,
चैट.
but his teammates,
भाई
but the
कितना
amount of
रेड
times
सुपर
Rosado
चैट आया
was
पता है
quite
क्या?
in this
कितना?
series so far, we was able to get a fault line aftershock combination.
Highest
to
bro, ये
get
highest
get
भेज
kills.
छोड़.
So utility is still quite good here for Loud.
मतलब $300 तो मैंने जिंदगी में नहीं देखा था
Again,
जो
it
जय भाई
comes
ने
down
दिया.
to that storyline on that second half of
Devo
that
Cities
force
भाई
line
ने दिया,
stinger
माफ
that we had
माफ.
from Sentinels, allowing for them to pick up 4
लेकिन
rounds
जय
in
भाई
a
ने भी
row.
दिया
Now
बहुत.
going back and forth. Loud still in the lead by 3. Tens looking for Showers control solo with the shorty. Flash being initiated down towards long B though for Sentinels.
Date याद रखना 13 मार्च मैं पहली सुपर चैट करूंगा. Done
Trying
sin
to
did
deny
know.
it away from QCK.
Done sin.
But he's got 2Es with him. Shoots first, TP's away.
And he's gone.
ये जो TP away करता है उसका sound नहीं आता
They
ना
heard the
शायद.
TP, was it fake? You're gonna leave one. They can at least clear out and start to lean the other way. Calls from Loud are gonna say B Long's getting hit
Those
right
pretty,
now,
yeah.
so just be sturdy in your positions. Counting starts them off.
Great way to be sturdy. The headshot through a couple of walls, dropping one. Right now, Sentinels are trying to move in towards this B site.
Viper smoke
Baiting
डाल
out
speed
util,
डाल
baiting
city.
out The aftershock first, potentially even the rolling thunder as Louder all towards the back of that site, trying to wall bang off the tap. John Cutie getting the plant and also
City alt हो जाए. City alt हो जाए.
activates it on the top of the B site. But remember, QCK meanwhile
Nice.
picked up the orb on Showers, so they have Rolling Thunder and Run It Back to try to go directly against
Here they
this
go.
pit. Here it comes right now as QCK leads the charge. Looking through, trying to spot some players.
Oh,
There's the headshot
fuck.
to John Cutie. Pit will now come down.
Oh my gosh.
More information as Tens inside the smoke. Traded out by Sadak. There's only one player left in Celsius. Fully flashed. Does get the best. How about the 2?
Celsius.
A 2 versus 1. Only as it's gonna
Oh.
the clutch. But Tui's was there for the
Oh,
trade.
so
The
fucking
defuse.
close.
And
Sticking
Loud
it.
will be at that point.
Oh यार
Game five,
Viper.
Lotus on the horizon.
भाई
Loud's
अगर
time
Viper
out
नहीं
paying
मरता ना
dividends.
यार,
A few rounds
fuck.
ago to find a way to get the Brimstone ultimate in. Then a few rounds later, the Rolling Thunder in. And now, the retake on the site again. Loud
भाई
finds
crazy
success.
team है ना Loud.
They stay alive.
VPN
And they
super
have a
chat
chance
love
to
from
push
India.
us once more to our final
Adil bhai,
map.
ये
Still
क्या
a lot of
scene
chances,
है?
4 even for Sen to get to the OT here. Loud.
ये कौन सी list है?
Locked down, but you
Huh?
cannot give it to anyone just yet with the way they've been playing.
Uh,
See how they jump into this next round.
Love you, Adil bhai, love you.
Tens ready off the rip. for
Carry
initial
take them.
drift. And he's gonna
Breach
start
ulti
just
OP.
throwing out info to the team here. We'll see how Loud reacts.
You got money to work with here for Sentinels in round number 21. Backs against the wall, spotting Sadak inside U-Haul, mauling into pull him back, to push them back. They can try to regain control.
Blind,
Has a jump
blind.
race towards the B side. QCK
GG.
and Tui's holding
GG.
the A site. Off the
GG.
dimensional drift information, trying to get utility behind and sprays behind it. It's actually Loud that capitalizes on all of these
GG.
kills. Tens alone
भाई
against the
Loud
world.
is back यार.
How bad do you guys want a computer?
Loud is fucking back. Thanks for helping. Love you, Kapil bhai.
And I'm sure Captain
Bhai, Loud is
looking
back,
at Lotus
be.
Hills at this point. What a great 2 maps from Loud. Incredibly hard fought on the last map of Icebox. That was such a back and forth.
He does get the first contact. Still 40 seconds to work with. Doesn't have any more gate crashes, so he can't really come through. Walking through the snake bite as well.
Yeah.
And that's going to make it even more difficult.
30
Pit coming out
seconds
from
left.
less. Judge inside. Tens dancing around the corner of that pit. Walks in right now to pick it up. No way. As he walks across the TP, though, QCK is waiting. Is it going to get cleared? TP's across. They didn't see him. He made it through this.
Oh!
QCK chases him down. We will be going into a final map to decide
Last
the
map
winner.
मेरे ही लौड़े आज.
It did not look
मेरे को
like
इसके
it was
बाद
in the
4
cards for
घंटा
Loud
उधर
to be
स्ट्रीम
taken
करना
too
है.
long. You have to agree the way the first 2 maps went, seeing Sentinel's prowess, how much they
भाई लेकिन
did.
एनर्जी आ गया
We
बे.
got to Icebox and
Energy
Loud
आ गया.
started to heat up. We get to bind
मजा आ गया.
and Loud takes control.
एक और
The
मैप.
question is who has momentum going into map 3. These teams pushing
मजा
each other to
अभी
distance.
गयो छु.
Definitely,
हमें
if you're looking at this series
नींद
so
अभी
far,
छे.
it could potentially be Loud
हाँ,
out.
नींद अभी छे
Winning
था.
those 2 rounds,
But
those
up
2
to
maps,
I
the
must
way that they did. Now also having tape on
I
how
must
Sentinels
be
play
there.
Lotus, where they haven't pulled out on
Light
their
आ रहा है
side.
ना, कैसे
They
सो
might be able to flip
पर्दा
the
बंद
series
करके.
so far
अरे
in that
फिर भी
last
light आता
final
है
map
बाबा.
on Lotus to be decided. Sentinels
दरवाजा भी बंद
versus Loud after the break.
दरवाजे से लाइट.
तो Thank you for inspiring love to whole SET. I love you, Sadap bhai. Love you.
देवरा
भाई क्या चल रहा है?
ये फाइनल हो गया, ये लास्ट
ये नेवर सीन बिफोर है देव भाई का.
देव भाई मान गए.
देव भाई, I guess almost 1500 pounds if I'm not wrong. फिर चोट क्या चल रहा है? प्रतीक भाई आप पहले WhatsApp ग्रुप में आओगे, आप नॉर्मल चैट में जरा लिखोगे. Mods, can you please contact him?
फोन से मेंबरशिप नहीं ले सकते.
वही इंस्टाग्राम से वो मॉड्स कर लेते हैं. आदि प्लीज डू द वर्क. 9.9 वाला इश्यू सॉल्व हो गया. ये देव भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 50 pounds. थैंक यू प्रतीक भाई, थैंक यू फॉर द $50. ऐसे कैसे फाइनल हो गया? फाइनल्स हमेशा इसी फन होता है. हैवी बाउंस बैक. भाई ओपा हो रहा है यार. मेरे को अभी दे दे नंबर आदि ताकि मैं ग्रुप में डाल सकूं. देवरा भाई थैंक यू. दोनों एक साथ वड़ा पाव लो. ये लो, दोनों एक साथ वड़ा पाव लो. स्ट्रीम का रेवेन्यू देखा मेरे हिसाब से अभी हम करेंटली 69 रुपीज पे आ चुके हैं मेरे हिसाब से. पूरी शर्म बेचती है ना. हाँ मतलब अभी 50 पाउंड डॉलर दोनों करेंसी के आगे. क्या टैक्स भी रहता है यार 99%. समझ रहे हो? उसे कहते हैं वाइफ टैक्स.
मैं कौन सा टैक्स?
घर के फंड में जा रहा है ना. नहीं जाने का तो ठीक है, मैं सारा कैपिटल ले लूंगा. बस गई.
घर भी तेरा होगा ना.
तो बाहर रुकने वाली है. हमारा घर होएगा ना, तेरा कैसे? देख रहे हो? फंस गई भाई.
तो मतलब वैसे मतलब घर तो होगा ना, मेरा अकेले का थोड़ी होगा.
मने अभी के तमे कैसे पटावो नुची. स्पिरिचुअल मेडिटेशन बाय थैंक यू फॉर द कास्ट दोस्त मेंबरशिप. आदि इसका भी नंबर निकाले. कपिल भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 29. लेटर सर्च एज थैंक यू फॉर द 40. सेंटिनल को जिंक्स करके बंक ने आउट का दिक्कत दी यार. तो क्लोज गया लेकिन मजा आएगा. अभी सेन जीतेगा, रियल वाला सेन जीतेगा. थिंक बाय लव यू. थैंक यू फॉर द 14 कैनेडियन ऑस्ट्रेलियन डॉलर्स. मेरे थोड़े से
एक सेकंड, आई नो द लिंक. वो लिंक से ज्वाइन करना
क्या?
आई थिंक.
नो he will directly contact by Instagram.
अरे आई नो बट
आराम से बच्चे का फोन करो.
Safari say also you can buy the membership.
Everyone thought that this was going to be a 3-0, but to quote the people's champion, it doesn't matter what you think. We're going to a map 5, baby. And yes, Mimi, I fit a wrestling reference.
I need your protest. I thought Tens was the people's champion.
Well,
he's my champion. Well, he's not a champion yet. They might get reverse swept here.
Yeah. Okay, well, look, let us reflect on this because I do feel a tinge of deja vu. Because Loud have kind of been in this position before.
Kind
of been in this position
do the numbers 11 and 3 not mean anything to you, GB? They mean a lot.
Yes.
In the first event of last year too, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Loud have already brought it back 2 games in a row. Please, they have to see it through, or it will be clownery of the century.
It would be, but this map was dominant from Loud. Tens was never allowed to get away with absolutely anything on this Euro. They were shutting him down.
They had him red.
They were dominating in the opening kills throughout this one. Quick had an absolute turnaround from the first few matches of this series, especially in that first half. And honestly, I was quite impressed by this triple flash comp. The way they were teleporting through, setting up these pinches, the punish Sentinels before they could commit to these XX. It was really well called by Sadak and well played from guys like
Yeah, QCK comes in after a pretty poor icebox and drops 18 kills in the first half. And it wasn't just like kills everyone. It was multiple rounds where it's a 3K, it's a 4K, huge rounds where he alone is sort of winning them for his team. It was a fantastic tournament, and that is a bright spot heading to a map 5.
Yeah, we'll see if he can continue it going into the 5th map, going into Lotus and what they kind of have cooked up. I think this obviously is a win condition for them. For Loud, if they want to pull this off, it's got to be off the backs of QCK being successful, because we got to go back to their previous roster. When they were in trouble,
Hey, they are eating
sometimes it was less.
popcorns and
Aspas
bananas,
would also
niche.
step up, and this is the first time it feels like eyes go towards QCK.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
Yeah, now though, we
Next
find
map.
ourselves in a pivotal Game 5 situation. This is it. I mean, for all the marbles here. And at this point, you kind of got to turn to the callers out in the field, right? You got to look at guys like John. You got to look at guys like Sadak. What are they going to bring to the table here, Mimi?
For Sadak, this is where he is comfortable. He has played so many BO5s when he dominated in Brazil in the early days, when he was playing in pretty much every international event for years on end, and when he's been playing right here in America. So this guy's used to this. But for John, this is, I believe, the first time in a VCT game that it's gone to 5 maps for him. The last BO5 he played was 3-1, losing Ascension with M80. For this IGL, who has had an amazing story to make it to this point, has impressed so much thus far on this Sentinels roster. The calling has to be impeccable. He has to pick his team up and turn this around, or people will remember Sentinels as a team who choked the 2-0 lead, who lost those 2 eco rounds on Icebox and let it slip away.
Last year in Ascension, it was the biggest match of his life. He lost it, and he could not qualify for VCT, but Sentinels still knew him. Kaplan knew he wanted him, brought him in. He has the next biggest match of his career ever again today to win the trophy after not qualifying. He has to come online here. And on Lotus, the next map, like, this is an IGL's playground, especially on the attacking side. How can you abuse doors, give fake info, out-rotate your opponent? It is going to be a battle of wits against these two legends.
Yeah, and that is just going to make it all the more better. Of course, if you're just joining us here, you could miss quite the series because it has been a roller coaster. Up and down for Sentinels.
Guys, याद रखना, अगर इंस्टाग्राम में कोई भी आपका इंस्टाग्राम लीक हुआ और कोई और मैं बिग्स का मॉड हूँ ये वो और पैसा वैसा मांगा, कद्दू मत देना, कभी नहीं हुआ ये चीज़, ठीक है? तो बी वेरी 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 केयरफुल. ना लाइफ में कोई गिफ्ट्स मांगे हैं ना पैसा मांगा है, सो बी वेरी केयरफुल, क्योंकि इतना जो बड़ा बड़ा सुपर चैट करता है ना, तो पॉसिबिलिटीज है, ठीक है? कपिल भाई, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 179 मेरी जान के टोटे, थैंक यू.
This is the perfect stage
So please contact only mods.
tend to anti a lot, and they tend to study
आदि हो गया, positron हो गया.
आदि एक बार तेरा आईडी
This is a perfect setting. Like, John, if you're
नहीं,
going to win this,
वो
it's
आईडी
gonna be
देगा
gut
तो
feel,
सब
right?
देंगे.
Like, you're going to read the map, you're
और
going to read
फिर
what's
वो
happening.
अरे
you're
but
gonna make those
then they know
adjustments
ना
in
कि
real
this
time.
आईडी
This is where we
से
do have to
When
make a reminder
he
that
gives no,
Sentinels
that
played
message is
more
hidden.
rounds than
Only
every
mods
other
can
team
see.
in playoffs
If
to
mod
make it to this
gives
point.
the
They
message,
have
then
the
everybody
most
can
tape
see.
out there
Noob.
of anyone. And in these
और
last
तू
2
अपना
maps,
इंस्टाग्राम
and
का आईडी
especially
देखेगी ना,
in
तो
this
मॉड
final map, I think that puts
तेरा आईडी
Loud
सबको
at a
दिखेगा.
big advantage in
किसी और
being
ने
able
देखा
to
तो
look
हिडन में
ahead,
जाता.
being able to prep, being able to have those ideas, and their opponent have
अरे
no
वैसे
clue
नहीं
what
बोल
pump
रही हूँ.
they're going to play.
Tougher
On top of
इंसान,
the
so the
experience
person
that
who's
they already have
contacting
in
at
these
least knows
situations.
कि
On
ये
top
आईडी
of the
से
fact
expect
that
everybody
करना
will
है.
know, no,
has
noob.
won map fives
अरे
before.
तो expect
This is
करना है. No one can
honestly
create a
so
second ID
difficult
from
for
the same
Sentinels to win
user
at this
ID,
point.
no?
आप
The good thing for
Rendon,
Sentinels
they are
is
doing
Lotus was
since
played
2
all
years.
the way at the back of the beginning of the tournament. They
Got
only
one
played it
number,
time. They
दूसरा
haven't
ले रहा.
shown
Done
everything
done
just yet. And also, when it comes to how they can adapt on the fly, no one does it better.
क्या,
Right?
क्या?
Kaplan coming in with the timeout calls, how he and Junk QT know each other so incredibly well, playing
आप
together
मेरी
so
जान
many
के
years
टोटो
ago
कपिल
on
भाई,
Ghost
thank you
Gaming,
for the
reunited here.
179
They know each
and
other when those
for the
timeouts come in. Even if Loud is
179
throwing
मेरी
them
जान
something
के
they haven't seen before,
टोटे.
they're
Love
going to be able to find
you.
the right pivots in order to counter it out.
I think I really like this too, because it feels like it's just strength against a strength here, right? Like,
Cool
you
choice.
know where the performance needs to come from, and I think there's a lot to look
Love
forward
you,
to on
Kapil.
both
Love
sides.
you.
We
Thank
know
you.
that
Thank you so
Sadak is
much.
very good in endurance. We know he's very good at mid routing.
Yeah.
We know he's very good at dissecting
Send
his
to the
opponents.
भाई ये Red Bull का पूरा stack
Obviously,
क्या है
at a much
बे?
shorter tenure, has shown a lot of the same.
The action is, though, Has Sadak
कुछ भी
figured him
बोल रहा
out?
Red Bull सब
Like,
जगह
it
तो
kind
है
of
ही.
feels like he's slowly but
इनमें भी है,
surely
क्या बोलते
getting
हैं?
their number. Slowly but surely understanding how they want to approach the game. At least it feels like that.
मेरा सुपर चैट मिस किधर है?
Yeah.
प्रणव भाई, thank you for the
art
art मेरी जान, ये लो वड़ा पाव. Thank you so much, thank you for the $10 प्रणव, thank you. उनमें क्या हम लोग चैट में बात कर सकते हैं डेली because आपका आवाज से मेरा
It
कुछ
absolutely is. What I expect from a Sentinels game, though, when they load in, is their
ग्रुप में बात कर सकते हैं, डेली
all
बात
the
कर.
timings that were cooked up in the lab weeks and months ago are online. So
Total collection कितना मेरे हिसाब से एक private jet तो मैं ले सकता हूँ.
Inside of the mid-rounding too,
Loan.
the misinformation they can give,
Add a
especially with
buffer
their
10.
initiator utility to set up a fake and even
Lucky
find
तो
load
है
timings
10,
on their own, that is where they thrive, and that is the hardest thing to try and pinpoint on a map like Lotus.
And in front of this
दुनिया
crowd, they
बंद भाई एक बार
The last
सेटल हो
time
जाए फिर
Sentinels
घूमेंगे यार
won
जरूर
a
घूमेंगे
tournament,
मेरे को
was
तो
in a
दुनिया
regional
घूमना है
final and took it home was more than 3 years ago with a completely different roster. It's been so long since this Sentinel squad has
इसके
had
बाद पूरा
this
रैंक पुश
success,
करेंगे ठीक है
been a real contender.
Meanwhile,
My
Loud
first
are the
episode Hearts of
defending
the dedication हम
America's
एंटरटेन
champions.
करने के लिए
They're
love you यार
But,
thank you
again,
for being
it's been
so
a
kind.
grind to get back, and while yes, they will remember winning the championship, they will also
Hello
remember
bhai,
losing.
it's been
Agents
so
select what is
long.
to play
Phoenix,
Phoenix
baby.
again.
It's
They are
been
committed to
so
this triple flash and they're
long.
running it back.
Now, I assume they're playing an
कैसे
omen alongside
हो?
this because having an agent that can teleport in and get verticality, especially when it comes to controlling rubble at the start of the round,
आज
is
से
of
लास्ट सुपर
absolute
bench
importance.
strokes.
By playing Phoenix over Arrays, presumably, they are losing that ability.
Fascinating. We saw the
Thank
fake
you
give
for
up,
love,
and of
thank
course
you
for
for the 2000,
Lotus, you'll
thank
see
you,
that
thank
happen
you,
from
thank you
time to
so
time
much,
there.
thank you.
Nothing
How are
really-
you?
like, I think what's going to be the agents, all that stuff. Yes, it is going to play a role, but really, what it's going to boil down to is the fact.
Lord,
that you got
good
people out
morning,
there
good
that
morning to you.
really
पहले एक
just
private
don't
का ले
want
लो,
it in this
काफी
situation.
इंसान
Sometimes
बन
it comes down to the
Plan वही
individual,
है.
you know.
Dude, I'm really impressed at how hell-bent Loud are on making this comp work.
Yeah, the breach and now the sky coming into breach, especially after the map changes, became so powerful. The control you can dish out over the C site when you're hitting.
सबसे
it is
ज़्यादा
so
breach
hard
Loud
to
ही खेलता
slowly
रहेगा ना
anchor
मेरे
onto
हिसाब
that
से.
sky, and you have sky
Really
on
Laura,
as
I
well
love
to
your
inform
watch
where
is
to put
better
that stun
than
on the
once.
hit.
Love your
Oh, that's hard to
dedication.
dodge
Thank you for all the
In Sao
effort.
Paulo,
Love you
Loud
too, yeah.
couldn't
Love you
make the
too.
reverse sweep happen.
Thank
They
you
let
so
it
much for
slip
your kind
them
words.
by. But they've made Los Angeles their home.
Shantanu
They
Bhai, thank you for the
already took home the
37
trophy
months.
in
More
Americas
power
last
and so
year,
much love
and
to
they're
you.
back
Thank
again,
you so
looking
much.
to be
Radiant
the Kickoff
bolte.
champion. Sentinels have looked good, but they are in a place out of their element. This is familiar territory for Loud. This is their chance to prove why they're the best in the league.
अभी
Loud
भाई
are
अभी
doing
तक
it
टैग
Loud
करने नहीं आया
style
तेरे को.
as well. They're coming in year after year with a unique lead on the meta, back for another championship attempt
Bridge
here
का
up against
पूरा
Sentinels.
use करते
Well,
हैं.
they say it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
सबसे
And for
ज़्यादा
both of
भाई,
these
सबसे
teams, it's
ज़्यादा.
now a BO1. You got to lay it all on the line, otherwise you're done here. Let's see what happens as we send it over to your casters for the final match of Kickoff.
Go easy लिख दिया है.
That's right, GB. It doesn't matter what happened the 4
Go
previous
easy
matches. It
लिख
doesn't
दिया
matter
बे.
who had a lead, who was winning 13-3 on
One
the
for
second half of split
dedication.
for
Thank you,
Sentinels.
Kapil.
Loud came back,
Thank
and it's now
you.
finally decided on Lotus here, where I'm afraid
Finally,
again,
guys,
we
last
have a lot of tape of Loud
last
against Sentinels,
day,
and we know what Loud can do
last
with tape.
match
Well, like what they did against
of the
EG,
watch
for
party,
example.
everything last.
It might
भाई
be a
क्या
couple of anti-strategies.
सीन है ये. लाल लाल हो रहा है, थोड़ा और लाल हो जाए. पूरी नींद उड़नी चाहिए. भाई उड़ गई, पहले इसमें उड़ गई थी. पहले इसमें ही. लाउड विन में लाउड को ही सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ. कौन सेंटिनल्स? मैं तो भूल भी गया $300 के बाद. लाउड को ही सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ यार.
Will go back and forth.
Sure, आज का स्ट्रीम भाई लाइव भर याद रहेगा भाई. लाइव भर याद रहेगा. Oh fuck sake.
Looks like that spike may actually trend towards that area.
Fuck sake भाई. भाई गलत कम्युनिटी है यार तुम लोग. गलत.
Rubble control on that left side with a guiding
भाई
light to start.
गलत भाई.
No big commitment just yet for Loud. They do peek though.
Sen is back.
But Toys is still there, the third player.
Sen is back baby.
So they're trying
लेकिन
to
मैं लाउड को
pitch in,
सपोर्ट
trying
कर रहा
to
था.
pivot
Sorry.
between C or B, depending where the picks are going to be from Sentinels.
Game viewer, thank you for the $100. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sadik bhai, thank you for the $50 मेरी जान. तुम लोग दोनों brothers हो. दोनों dollars.
Sadak to win against us. The old teammates going head to head.
ये 1v1 का पैसा है.
The Trailblazer swinging out. The long range of the frenzy does not connect, and Sadak's ghost Neither. Arsacia with the ghost here, moving forward. Now they're re-swinging out from Sadak. Han being thrown. No one is towards the back up.
Oh, भाई ये जंप सबसे सेक्सी लगता है. ये जंप सेक्सी लगता है. मॉर्निंग में रैंक पुश एनएसके कल इतना बीटी हुआ था. हाँ ना करेंगे, लेकिन खेलना तो है मेरे को 3-4 घंटा. बिग्स आर यू सपोर्टिंग लाउड? भाई $50 दिए बे. 100% लाउड जीतेगा. नहीं जीतेगा तो मैं खुद एक का आईडी पास लॉगिन करके खेलूंगा भाई. लेकिन ये बहुत क्लोज गया है, इतना क्लोज नहीं जाना था.
They went 2-2 to make sure
Sexy
Zakin's
clutch था,
excursion
but
into the doorway was not tainted
too
by
close,
any
too
B
close.
defense from Loud.
Loud को सर बोल ये
Crazy
जी
stuff by
तभी तो
Sentinels
सेन
there to
जीतेगी.
modify that. Make it work for a pistol round. Loud now.
कपिल भाई लैंग्वेज.
Low already. Yeah, losing one. That B main peak.
Love you
again.
Pratik bhai.
Sentinels
Thank you so
find
much
a
for the
score there.
$50. Thank you Games bhai.
And
Thank
Ten's
you so
getting
much.
pretty hurt from that situation.
Where do you stream after YouTube? Router.
Could trade back to
I
just
stream on
chip
Router.
damage being traded, but this is benefiting Sentinels obviously.
Goes long range, so Zelsis is still semi-healthy, 63 HP as Sentinels after the
उधर
initial
कुछ नहीं, आके
kill,
देख के
reset
चिल करे
back
तो भी
towards
चलेगा.
C.
उधर सुपर चैट
We'll
ऊपर
get the
चैट
same
का कुछ
scenario
वो नहीं.
this time with more bodies up for Loud. Zekin trying to get the look with the Singer, uses a classic. Back and forth we go though with
Close जा रहा है
fault
बे.
line timing. Bucky close range. John Cutie thought that Tens had his back, but at least has the trade. QCK, the
भाई
only
ये
thing that
भी
he
कितना
has now
क्लोज
is a
गया है
classic.
बे.
Trying to find the opportune moment to walk inside the smoke. The backup from Tens, the turnaround, and then
और ये भी क्लोज गया है बे. अच्छा तो खेल रहा है बे. ऐसे तो खेल रहा है. Okay, language.
But Sentinels convert from their
Thank you Kapil bhai. iPhone का दर्द तो है यार.
Again, playing this composition that peaks a little bit with their bodies. Obviously, 2 is pushing there to get map control and see if they could have started to lean. But now they do have Sadak with guiding lights. They don't have to go as crazy, so we'll see what
ठीक है,
this
प्रतीक
gun
भाई और
round
स्पिरिचुअल
brings
भाई
us.
का मिल गया नंबर.
Like, wait
इन
a
दोनों
minute,
को
that
ऐड
was a
करता
little too close for my
हूँ. ये गेम के
comfort
बाद
zone.
ऐड करता हूँ.
It's
ठीक
been a
है.
long night and a long day for the coach.
All right, our first one towards rubble.
No wide swing too. The orb didn't even come up. Zekin gets the surprise kill onto Kawadzin.
ये राउंड जीत गया तो it's a fucking good start for
the
Sen.
boxes, but TP'd away. That's 2Es. Forced to anchor solo. A double push from Loud to try to flank around towards C. That will be bit by utility in a couple of seconds. As Zelsis moves forward with the rest of the team.
अच्छा था ना बे OTP.
This flank is huge.
Exactly. And actually, as Zelsis is moving forward, there's no alarm bot.
Next event
It's
is
not
next
really
watch
activated.
parties are
Here's that timing moving forward
Madrid,
now.
I
as
guess
there you go.
15th
Moved
from
back towards the
15th.
doorway. Alarm bot came up.
but मेरा regular
And that
stream
spots at least
stream
one
तो हर
player.
दिन होएगा रात को.
Sentinels are now ready for the backstab.
God.
John Cutie is the one that greets him on the corner of the boxes by Baby Door. One-on-one in that situation. Door opening forward.
भाई
Sentinels
door
looking pretty
कितना
good here
बीटी है
in round number
भाई.
3. Their bonus. Less dancing around. The peek out from Zelsis at Rubble. The push
भाई
towards the
flawless
spot.
bonus जीत गया Sen.
A Sentinel score.
कर दे bro,
bonus.
can't take membership. कोई सीन नहीं यार
Are they-
कपिल
do
भाई.
they
Love
keep
you यार.
opening the door? They still got the flank. They're just playing games out here right now as Loud tries to get back into the site. And Loud was having trouble. Sadak threw one of his flashes.
बस
at
ऐसे
Link
clean
stairs
खेलेगा
and it
ना,
just found
तो
itself
Loud जीत
going
गया
into
मेरे
the
हिसाब
wall
से.
because it
क्या
was
बोलते हो?
tried to be thrown through a smoke. Little things not working for Loud that they would have gained a bit of ground and
इसको
Sentinels
उधर
just
FPS का ग्राफ दिखा.
Let's
किसी
go,
और का नंबर चाहिए नहीं. I
Zelsis.
think it is प्रतीक भाई.
Absolutely feeling it out of his chair right now with the hype from the crowd. And we're in
Singh bhai ka bhi.
round 4, I should
Manmohan
say.
Singh
Guns
bhai
for
ka
Sen,
bhi.
not for Loud.
उन्होंने भी आज
And
काफी support
Sentinels
किया.
worried that this could be a round of trickery. Leave the spike and spawn for now as they do a bit of recon. The
Did
first
so.
push.
Loud easy win. Loud easy win.
Yeah, and did so with the recon prowling towards the B main as well. Did catch a player.
Loud easy
as
win.
they go for the swing on mound. They once again see the Viper
Singh
set up
bhai
towards
eligible
that
hai.
C site. And definitely here, as you're seeing, Sentinels working that map quite well. Zelsis
Madrid
standing
की
up
watch
at the
party
end of
कब
these
ending from
rounds.
15.
Also is the hype
कल से मेरा gameplay देखना लेकिन heavy.
close this map number 5. Wow. Yeah, really, we're showing the respect to Loud. Showstopper coming out. Creating that space on the lower by that you have, and Kawazin somehow manages to slip
भाई
through.
पता नहीं वो
The execution of
कैसे
Sentinels to get
हमेशा
one pick with his Bucky.
waterfall से निकल से
Nonetheless,
बक्की
Little
मार
will
रहा
still
है.
come down.
honestly, showstopper in. You know Sadok's not going to be too close with the
14
judge if he
14
has one that round. Yeah, you're right. Playing it safe, playing it strong, and they're looking to deny the audio on the retake too.
Yeah, that's going to hit so many bodies, even all 4 of them towards this B site. All Loud could do right now is just hold the back, waiting for that to dissipate. The wall comes up, thankfully, because Les is still alive. Big curveball, the double swing out of it. Saucy is gonna fall.
Hero Vandal
Trying
kuch
to
kar
play the
payega?
pulse plan here. Tui's jumps up on the ledge, starts the fuse. Instantly, we get the sprays on 2 kills. Kyusuke then swinging out. There's not gonna be enough time left. John Cutie's just staying alive.
मारने का क्यों try नहीं किया?
Les towards him. Les falls back. Spike will explode. The round for Sentinels.
4 for SEN. They do go down to 1 member, but the coffers are full. They've got so much money from the first 4 rounds here.
मारने का try अच्छा होता था ना?
To come up,
हाँ?
but we'll see this round again. Pressuring.
ये जानबूझकर लाउड को सपोर्ट कर रहा है ताकि सन जीते पैसा वापस लो भाई. Excuse me भाई, उसने बोला लाउड को सपोर्ट करना है. कपिल भाई thank you for the 179. ये साल प्राइवेट फ्लैट आएगा क्या? Best wishes hopefully.
Might have had a different play all the way through that
Hopefully.
round. Fist bumps all around. Zelsis as well, still feeling.
Thank you for the 200, Kapil bhai. Thank you
I
for
read his
the
lips
179.
there
Thank you,
during
thank you,
the
thank you.
replay.
What did he say?
It said buy our capsule or something like that.
Oh, true. You need to inspect more. Oh my
Bye.
God. Into my
Flexing
soul
हो रहा है.
right now. Get
Heavy
out my
flexing हो रहा है.
Intimidated, especially intimidated with the
Heavy
pace
flexing
that
हो
we're
रहा है.
seeing on Sentinels on the map number 5. Again, we're talking about the tape that Sadok currently has.
Bhai heavy
against his
flexing हो रहा है.
opponents. And maybe just one look at the composition.
लो
one
भाई
look at
मेरे
the
औकात
plays,
अनुसार love
he
you
could
शौरभ भाई
develop a play
औकात वाला बात मत करो यार.
really anti-Sentinels in
Please.
this last final
मेरे
map.
प्यार अनुसार.
But so far we have 4 unanswered
Love you
rounds
शौरभ
for
भाई. Thank you for
Sentinels.
449.
In this situation
अभी
where
6
Loud
का
has
miss.
gone into this early
नहीं,
timeouts,
वही तो मैंने
in his
पढ़ा
first
message.
2 maps, remember, we definitely saw a one-sided affair for Sentinels as well.
मैंने बोला था आप
Seems
लाउड
like
बोलो
they
तो
might be
सैन
digging
जीतेगा.
deep right now
भाई ये
to
मैंने वो
answer back on the
$50
defensive
के लिए
half.
प्रतीक
This
भाई के
becomes
लिए मैं लाउड
interesting,
को
right? It's
सपोर्ट
not the raise and the fade nade here coming from Loud. So this is more of a firefight util hit, but Sen can run out and answer, right? They're not too deterred from making this happen unless they get nailed by that fault line.
It's already coming out. TP went forward though. Look at Tens.
Oh!
They can't
But it's
stop it.
Sentinels winning that one.
Second
Low HP, door being
कैसे?
opened. Sadok forced to fall back. Flash to try to get information. The
Bhai,
brother
no
goes behind his
HP.
second for 3 in the round.
No
Ace
HP.
site Open for business.
No
And Sentinels
HP.
Shuts down the defense.
I won't say it's impossible, but you just saw how hard it is for Loud to actually control that space. With the majority of the
No
util they wanted to
HP,
take
bro.
it, 2 members of Sentinels able to shut that down as Tens and Zekin go forward.
$25 मिल गया.
Now they play the plant game all in tree. They should be able to trade each other here, but a good fault line could pick up a few.
Does enough damage though for the assist. Last one now spotted. Snakebite not allowing Les to move even more forward behind that 2 versus 1. Second Snakebite, Nanoswarm 2.
So toxic.
And second Nanoswarm coming down, wasting all of that time. Counter moving forward to tap on the spike. One has to run across, easy kill, crosshair placement, but Zelsis knows better. Then swings
God बे.
now.
भाई क्या खेल रहा है बे. लाउड जीत गया मेरे हिसाब से.
Behind him. Sentinels
Loud जीत
continue
गया.
to build the confidence in the final map.
And these rounds are a bloodbath. Loud's not getting the chance to save, neither is
Main
Sen, but
problem
they're
क्या
coming
मालूम है?
up with
लाउड
the
का
frags.
लाइनअप
They're
अच्छा
coming
लेकिन
up
ये
with
लोग
the
को
round
रेस
win.
चाहिए
And
रे.
John Cootie is currently sitting on 9,000 credits. They can be buying each other if they
Race
want
चाहिए.
to.
I
They're
think
staying away from an operator. Sentinels is keeping a fast-paced
प्रॉब्लम ये है और वो लोग रबल नहीं ले पा
let
रहे.
Loud breathe right now.
वो लोग क्रॉस कर पा रहे. समझ रहे हो?
Into a big Sheriff, Guardian, and Vandal round.
टेंस को देखा क्या
Stretching
किसने?
the money thin here, and they go again for rubble play.
Keep doing it, why not? But this time we're answering back for Loud. Lots of utility to try to clear back towards Rubble. Tui's moving forward. That's the Sheriff's going to work now for Loud. Answering back, it's Sasi. But they pull back from it, dropping the
Spike नहीं है,
spike in
लेकिन
the
Killjoy को
process. It
देखो,
comes down
Killjoy
to
को
the
देखो
man
एक
right
बार.
here, the hype man that made it behind enemy lines and is trying to catch
Killjoy
the
को
rotate.
देखो एक बार.
They refine the hit. We said it wouldn't be impossible,
The
but it was going to
Seekers,
be hard.
too late. The pick from Zelsis opening it up towards the A site so they can pick towards the Rubble. But the backside's about to come forward from Les.
Oh,
But he
shit.
lost Tenzin in the process, a jump for it.
कैसे?
Celsius. Spike Elise is picked up by John Cutie with the pit available.
I think
Viper
crowd
on
की वजह
Viper,
से.
both pits also available. Comes
think
down
crowd
to
की
who
वजह
has the
से.
better read, the better positioning. It's
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
Electric from Sentinels. The players
Oh
are feeling it, and they
bhai.
are delivering it to each other in these moments as well.
Full support वाला. Loud जीता बे. Loud जीता.
Loud again refined the A rubble hit. They get it right, but the round still goes in the favor of Sens as they're able to organize a hell of a flank to come in and completely pick apart Loud. 4 ultimates now ready for Loud here. 3
चार
for
बंदे
Sentinels.
stack कर रहे.
Explosive round here on round 7 as the Odin unleashes from Zelsa's hands.
They want to keep doing it for Loud. They had some sort of result
और
there.
वो लोग
For
इतना
the control
fast
they had
C
towards
पहुंच
Robo,
गए.
but the thing is they had a lower buy. This time they wanted to do it with weapons. Sentinels could have been lucky with the spray from Zelsis from the A entrance. But that means you have
भाई
to
ये
move
कॉम्प
towards
अच्छा
the
नहीं है
side,
लेकिन
allowing
ना
for Sentinels
लोटस
to
के
be
लिए.
exactly where they posted up at the beginning of this round. Open up the kill out to less. Showstopper in. Does not get the contact. Kusiki is just around the corner. Run it back, out and activated. Big curveball. The headshot onto tens. Rolling Thunder also available here for Kawazine. And it's just to try to push them back and allowing Kusiki to move forward for another pick. Lockdown available at the beginning of this
अभी भी
round for
निकाल तो
Celsius
सकते हैं
as
लोग.
they had to reset, regroup, and rethink.
This would be a wild round. They lose less first and are able to answer back now.
यहाँ पे reveal डाल के
Wow,
सी
gonna
जाएगा
win
तो
this
मजा
one
आएगा.
from a 4v5 conversion possibly. They correctly rotate. And just the ruse. They're going to be sticking together though, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it does. You're right, it does. They second guess it, and now they're going to be rotating together. Power in numbers, but the wrong site.
And now it has to come down to a perfect timing from Sasi. The flash actually did not spot Celsius. He hears the footsteps. Once Sasi gets this plant, it'll pull the rotate back. But Celsius is overthinking it. Overpeaking.
अरे क्यों?
Spike planted.
Saucy had this
Auto
chance
get in
before
the
on
WhatsApp group,
Sunset.
mods.
That was that wingman plant we saw when he was on the Gecko.
Rock back of the party.
Does he have the timing here to get behind his opponents? Hearing the audio, hearing the stampede of Loud go by him.
A deja vu. Here's the footsteps, but this time the dream's been learned. It's been read. But Sasi wakes up Coward Scene. A 2 versus 1. Paranoia hits him. Trying to get the spray across. At least gets that second kill. But Loud will get the defuse.
Loud find it. They
इसको भी
need
मारने
this
का
round.
ट्राई कर देता.
Sentinels
पैसा
still
है.
has so much money, but Loud needed to stop the bleeding. They were hemorrhaging rounds one
यार
after the other.
Celsius ने बहुत
Ultimates are
जल्दी
ready
pick
for
ले
Sentinels,
लिया
so
है.
they may as well, or they might just take this back
बहुत जल्दी
in their
pick ले
favor
लिया.
with what they have. Liking B with this setup. We've seen them hit B with Nightfall with what they have, and Tens can really mess
Thank you
around
for
with Spawn
incredible
TP
watch parties.
if he
Thank
gets
you.
it.
Love you,
What a
Arkansas.
round from Loud.
Thank you for the 177.
Playing
Thank you
that
so
one
much.
together, rotating correct, but they
Loud
know they
जीतेगा.
have a long road ahead of them to collect the rest of these rounds
Fast
in the first
B.
half. Here's that B hit we were talking about from Sentinels, not afraid to just send it.
Rare hit towards that B site. That paranoia is going to blind too, but close range still gets the kill with the Guardian. QCK also moving forward. Aftershock forcing Sentinels to push forward. But it's traded back and forth. Sentinels back on the board. Tui's answering right back. Pit is down. Counter pit coming out of defenders. Less at low HP though. John Cutie still at full with armor.
कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है. भेद चोद क्या है ये?
It's like Sherbert. Let's go.
नहीं दिख रहा है.
Oh, shot outside. John Cutie finds one as he...
One-on-one though. Les has that snake bite. John Cutie playing all the way on the outside, letting that pit down. Les doing the same, wall up, tap on the spike. John Cutie, the sprays on the first, it's halfway, a little bit of a tap, trying to stick it. It's going to release it now, gets the kill.
Oh, time नहीं है शायद.
He get it, he will not. Less than a second, but John Cutie wins the one-on-one.
7-1. Sentinels up.
और
They
थोड़ा
pulled
एक
back
सेकंड
in their
पहले फ्री
favor. We
फायर देख
talked
के
about
बैठ
the
जाता तो हो
B
जाता
hit.
था.
How hard it is once you get that nightfall in. The close members on the defensive
Wings
side.
bhai, thank you for the
B
watch
cannot
party. Really love your
orchestrate around
dedication.
any
Love you
audio.
too, yaar.
They're
Sachin bhai,
deafened.
love you.
They're trying to play
Thank
out full
you so
reaction,
much.
and that usually
Bro,
means
thank
you're
you
getting
for
met
the
with the
membership.
utility that follows up after the nightfall.
Good night, Bugs.
And
Bye
you're
from
falling.
London. By the
What
just
a
on Red Bull
round.
so praise,
Good
congratulations.
pressure, good
Yay! And
7-1
missing Anna
Sen
Goldman,
here.
Jot
It's gonna be
Gang.
a low by
Try to
again
stream with them.
for
Once Anna is
Loud,
back,
which means Sen
surely.
should be able to pick up this
Ashish
round.
bhai, thank you for the 10 pounds. Thank you,
As
thank
we
you,
say
thank
that,
you so
though,
much. Love you, Mary
Kalenzin's been
Jan.
getting a lot of
Thank you,
value out of this
Ashish.
Bucky so far, slipping through towards the
Sexy
seaside
race
hits,
hai.
and the Sheriff has always been really good
Jagah ne mast gaadi.
on QCK less in twoies. And walking towards QCK are Sentinels after doing some initial
Awesome. Love you, Ashish. Thank you.
Do they grab mound control now, though? Yes, perfect from Loud. They can start to move the rest of the map here. They need to get a faster read on Sentinels. The retake from Loud is amazing with their flashes. But they got to be in position.
The dog came out too, controlled towards
वो
Mountain.
लोग जा ही नहीं सकते पोजीशन में. प्रॉब्लम है कि पोस्ट प्लांट स्मोक
Hold the rest of the
सब
team.
कुछ
They're
आता है.
still under a minute. QCK under initial pressure. Orb now being picked up. Pain Shell's moving forward. QCK gets the wall bang. It's a bait for the Bucky to move forward, but Sekin was ready for that one. Curveball on the right. Tried to look for the safety. John Cudo was able to make it back, but Sadak pinches from the back.
3v3.
But once again, the better buy is for the attackers. Sasi pushing forward against Dewey's.
गलत खेल रहा है. कोई बेच रहा हो जो सब को सपोर्ट करेगा. अब कर बंक्स मैं हूँ बीकेन $50 में.
Less moving forward. Watching
Loud
the angles,
जीता.
jumping out. Guardian shot does not connect.
देखा?
And instantly both players of Vlau fall. But the
देव भाई ना मान रहे. देव भाई, thank you for the 10 pounds. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Dominating just like he
मैं
did on
हूँ.
the first two maps of Sentinels.
हूँ मैं.
They're definitely really looking like they're running towards the victory of this final map.
This is incredible right
देव
now
भाई
from
ना मान रहे.
Sentinels.
Thank you for the 10 pounds.
We always praise Sadak, the 5 games, the long,
Thereby, Opa,
arduous process of having to restrat every map, figure out your opponents. He's been there, he's done that. Amazing to see how Sentinels is
Loud Opa,
molding
Opa.
to the
Loud जीता है,
situation.
100
John
टका.
Cutie continues
Comeback है अभी.
to call well, and we know Zelsis just on the backside of those calls, adding so
Let's
much
कम से कम 3
information.
मारेंगे.
Sentinels could do whatever they want right now.
They
Loud.
really can.
They're going back into that pressure towards the rubble side. We're like, okay, well, when we have these big gun rounds, they might try to pressure on that side. Sentinels could work now the B moving back towards C.
And this is pistol repeat, right?
Yep.
This is exactly what Sentinels did on pistol round. It's a sure grab on orb. Now they pick up the spike and they can decide what they want to do. Haven't had to worry about this rubble pressure at all, really. They just let it happen and make sure they watch the flank. Looking forward now, Sen has only but what's in front of them for this B take. Having John Cutie with the spike back there makes me think this isn't a full hit, though.
No, this is big right now for Loud. You had Sadak, we talked about agents that needs to get information. He dogged out at the 1:15, then goes for Seekers at the 1 minute. Even to run it back to try to get the late round and even to pick off the Zelsis. Denied by John Cutie. Still an opportunity here for Sentinels to pivot away if they want to, and it's starting here. Sasi's moving forward, but he's weighted by Tuis. For the rest, it's just second throwing the paint shells. And Sentinels moving up towards the B side.
दरवाजा तोड़ के भी जाएंगे. दरवाजा टूटा हुआ है.
Solo clears haunt.
भाई क्या गलत है ये लोग का.
There's still an audible to be called here from Sentinels. They haven't finished to where they're going. It might be B in the end, though.
Yeah, 14 seconds left. It's now coming towards this B side, but there's still players here. 4 players looking to flood back from Loud in the back of the spawn.
Fade को किसने दिया?
Sasi on the top of the heavens. Winning just behind the smoke. Here's the footsteps rotating across on the back of the spawn. Now as it dissipates, there's the contact.
1 second पहले मारना था.
Tencent moves forward though, and Tui's answer is right back. It's back and forth. A Congo line of kills. But the advantage for Loud. Door opening, QCK looking for the flank, clearing out the front B. Both players of Sentinels anchoring inside the side. The curveball turned away by John
फिर भी मारा.
trade. Second now, Satchel available to try to get the diffuser off the plant. But he's gonna swing out first. And no,
almost बे. Almost shot था ना. बोल रहे कितना पैसे दे सन को सपोर्ट करने के लिए. Loud बे. Loud जीत गया बे. ये कमबैक देखो अभी 8-2 हो गया. अभी 8-3 होएगा. क्लियर कट. फिर 8-4 होएगा. समझ रहे हो? कमबैक है.
Loud, a very much needed round. Every single one of these last rounds needs to be
ole.
Sentinels is adding
Loud
to this fifth and final
Loud
match of the
hai.
grand final. 2 more rounds, a possibility here.
Full bias bunks by. क्या करूँ यार?
Sighs of relief.
Loud को support करने के लिए कितने आए आज?
Another round.
$500.
Any ults on deck? Not really for Loud. But they are going to go ahead, take that rubble control, and try to just get a better read on Sentinels.
और on fade को plant करना चाहिए. ये लोग जब भी घुसते तभी वो नहीं करते ना? Plant वाला.
1 away from orb now for second or ultimate.
And if anything,
ये लोग को position ज़्यादा matter करता है. Plant नहीं
करता. If he wants to go
ये
for that
Jinx
TP in the
से
back of the C side to help, and he's pinged out by Sentinels.
Sentinels
मैं नहीं हूँ यार, मैं सच्ची चाहता हूँ Loud जीते, समझ रहे हो?
Here and it's right over the members of Loud.
मेरे को just realize हुआ आज shoot था मेरा एक.
Where they want to initiate the nightfall. Pain shells thrown by Zekin. Space has been gained. Prowler pushing back towards the waterfall. QCK still anchoring behind the pillar. After that plant, though, Showstopper available by Zekin. Beautiful flash. Does not allow for him to get space off the Showstopper. Does some damage onto QCK. Down to 5 HP. Boombot about to come out.
फटा, Boombot फटा, Boombot फटा, 100% फटा.
Back of the spawn. John Cutie gets a snake bite kill onto QCK. As the Doc has to move in with the rest. But they're getting delayed by the utility of Sentinels on the post plan. A 5 versus 3. Make that a 4 versus 3 advantage for the Sentinels as well. As less than the rest cannot move.
Forcefully Loud को support Loud को कर रहा है और मैं सेंटी को support
and now they're moving forward, but finally they got rid of that util. It's at a halfway. They're swinging out 2As with the second tap, and Saucy gets
my!
Holy close call by both squads.
Oh,
Seeing that play come to fruition for Sentinels. Mound. And you guys got guys outside the site.
Loud.
Also recognizing the plant position, and for a defense that means they have some members in sight. Nobody plants down on that platform, and all play mound. Loud assessing the situation beautifully and dropping the members they needed. Holy moly!
Loud जीता बे, Loud जीता.
It's tough for them. It is
Chalo,
tough
9-3
for sure. They're able to come back.
9-3 से come back कर सकते.
Even though they planted on that platform and get the round.
Contact play. Zekin is on fire. Superstar now for Sentinels. Continues to lead the charge on all of these hits of the attack. Although on the other side, we did see the push from QCK out towards the A main, evening up the tally.
थोड़ा रुका के रख
Weapon
सकते
upgraded
क्या?
at this point, are looking to get upgraded.
Oh!
Sentinels goes for the plant, but there's that backstab. Wow. John Cutie with the plant gets the pit. That's going to make it difficult now for Loud to retake.
Ucha Gawa second!
He's farming.
Cannot be. Sorry. All right. Very cool.
What the
moving
fuck?
into QCK to do what they can here.
watch बटे क्या थोड़ा support बनता है. Love you यार.
Way down.
And short and close.
Bell D&D पे डाल दूँ. नहीं मैं हूँ ना मैं कर रहा हूँ.
One-on-one
तू
tap
सो
on
जा.
the spike.
मतलब बेल बजा तो भी तू
just
सो जा.
staying outside of it. Gambling. That he's not going to stick it. Just got spotted down to 11.
अरे बात सुन डी भाई. हाँ?
Time. QCK with another tap.
Got it.
John Cutie with the rest of the patience that Sentinels had. They
Extra
finished
good
the half at
अब भी
10-2.
comeback है.
What an incredible
अब भी comeback है.
first half final map from Sentinels. Still on fire. This
अब भी
late in the
comeback है
day,
baby.
This late through all these strategies.
Let's
John
go.
Cutie and Zelsis still have a scrapbook to flip the pages through. Loud having so much trouble figuring out what is the entry on this Sentinels composition. How to get to the entry with all the members. Sentinels
करने के
picks them
लिए.
apart one by one as they go for the rotations. They get into position.
सिर्फ jinx
And
करने
here
के लिए.
again, just the time game.
मेरे लिए बोली
Being
लगेगा.
danced around.
$20 million.
Sentinels have been in
$50 million.
Control so much throughout this series, and now the final map, a 10-2.
10-2 with
Loud
3
भी आज वही
rounds
tweet करेगा ना
remaining for
मेरे
the
को पता
Sentinels
नहीं
to be crowned the kickoff
क्या गलत
champions.
हुआ last match.
What a call here as well. Hopefully see what the desk has to say about this play style of Sentinels.
So much to talk about Vansili because we're seeing some really good ideas from Sentinels, and they're really, Ender, I think, taking advantage of the fact that they have identified some weaknesses in Lost Cause.
They're destroying Loud.
They realize there's nothing to stall them out on the C side. Usually you have to play those early rounds to, bust down some Killjoy utility, pivot in the mid rounds. John QT wasn't even challenged in that regard. So many opens was just contest mound and immediately burst into the site. They were dominating and getting out of their chairs with every round win.
I've loved watching this evolve too because I was time, but first it was Zelsis who was getting up from round 1, popping off across the stage.
Smile karta
well.
There's a sale on vibes.
Dude, he's got him. Everyone's buying into it. It also helps that they're just frying right now. Like they don't even have to really mid-round and do all that stuff. They're just like landing all their shots. Everything's working for them. This feels just like Split last night.
Sentinels are back, baby. They are back from
By
2020. They are putting on a show here, grinding. So many games they played, more than anyone else. And now playing the maximum in the finals. They are out here with the crowd and the fan support behind them. And up 10-2 with that.
Real quick though, I want to see what does Loud do going into
भाई क्या एनर्जी है भाई
It is going to be almost impossibly hard. Down
सुबह के 8 बजे देख रहे हो क्या एनर्जी है
before back at Champions last year they lost to Loud. They win the first 2 games or lose the first 2 games, win the next 2, lose the final.
It was the same exact story and it's
looking like it once again here today.
We'll see if that history is going to repeat itself. Rather, to send it back over to the casters.
But bhai, excuse me.
Thank you, GB, and yes, indeed, it's decided here on this half, but Sentinels have a big cushion right now. Winning this pistol will be everything, and Loud has an uphill battle to fight. A steep 1-2 as they take the attack. Pistol round underway, and it comes down to this player right here for QCK. They don't have a composition that allows for them to do the explosion on the map control that they're trying to get, the site control that Zekin currently has for Sentinels. So how will Loud work the attack now with this type of comp?
Looking to make as little noise as possible. It looks like they might catch a paranoia nade here if they do get themselves into position. Right behind Rubble. Oh dear.
Oh, the wall came down as well. Paranoia moving forward, a 1-for-1. Make that a 2-for-1 in favor of the Sentinels. Control towards the Rubble as well. Hit by the C's, killed by Tens. Trick.
भाई क्या combo था
वो? For the star player, not only being Zekin, but also Tens. Finding comfort in this role as Omen.
ऐड कर आपने ये मैच के बाद कर रहे हो ये मैच के बाद
This kickoff so far.
स्ट्रीम एंड करके वही करो.
Tui's with the backstab. 2 for his name. Zelsis is low on HP, but it's a backstab for backstab. John Cutie is also there looking to move
30
behind.
seconds left.
Signs to
क्या
think
कर रहा है John
otherwise.
Cutie?
Looks like Sentinels wants to give up the spike, at least for now.
They get to safety on this one. They've read the play so far. Can't count out Tui's though. They hear, Zelsis hears that run. John Cutie heads to heaven, getting into position. So this will be money here for Loud. If Loud do lose, they're going to be buying next round.
Oof.
Expect the buy from Loud. Sentinels will.
मेरे को लगा जॉन क्यूटी ने वो कर दिया बे. गलत रीड कर दिया.
11-2 now.
ना ऐसा लगा गलत रीड कर दिया बे.
Looking at how they orchestrated
Tens
this,
बोलते, Loud बोलते, ओले, Loud है, Loud है.
Zekin went down first in that, and they knew the play would still go through.
रूटर होने वाला है इसके बाद.
Well, the play that you saw from John Cutie.
Guys, 6000 लोग देख रहे हैं. जो लोग नए हैं स्ट्रीम पे लाइक ठोको.
Knowing that it was going to be a plant that's going to be unorthodox.
Be a part of the final stream of the final watch party
Dragon IGL calling perfectly for Sentinels.
of the last region.
For these kills when he needs to.
मेरे को सेंटिनल जीतना चाहिए
Piece to the puzzle right now
I believe
for
in
Sentinels
Sentinels.
to close this series. 2 rounds away. As Loud as you mentioned, Rib, is forced on a bye.
क्या जिंक्स क्या लाउड को क्या करूँ यार.
Prowler just went through
$400 में घर
so they have
जाएगा.
a bit of an idea of how long the timing will be.
रूटर कितने बजे? अभी 10 मिनट बाद.
Trailblazer alerts them a little bit more. Spike is at B, or sorry, C here for Loud.
I married a jinx. What the fuck? Okay.
But thankfully Sadak is there with the heal. Les is back and topped, and now they're pivoting towards the C side as you mentioned because of that pressure and that control that Sentinels currently has on that A site. Utility being broken on that C side as well. Snakebite to delay. Snakebite to push John Cutie away as well. First contact now in the back of the pillar to that C side. It's Zelsis with the stinger out of bullets, flashed and pulled away, and now it forces Sentinels to play the retake.
they got to stay in sight for this plant. It's going to get real sketchy if they're all outside on mound. So you see them piling into water here. They still have the flank from Tui's.
Looks like Tens is ready for that one.
He's thinking about it.
So far, it taps the door, or looking for the paranoia, the backstab. Missed the opportunity to just close him down. C's being pulled out. After shot to try to push them back once again. Sasi finally trying to lead the charge, but Kalanzine strikes first. It's back and forth, but Loud are still holding the post plan. Celsius is low in HP, blocked by Kalanzine with the classic. It's up to only one more member. Tens, the time against them. Runs back out through the smoke, tries to make it expensive in the long game, but Loud holds down the post plan on their force buy.
ऐसे round कैसे जीतता है रे?
Sting on that round, an almost necessary win. Game's over if Loud dropped the stinger by
I love you too, Revan bhai. Love you too.
They
Thank
find
you
a
so
way to
much.
shred Sentinels, and then they low
इसका
plant
jinx
in
ही
the
होगा
site, knowing Stingers cannot win that fight from Mound, and they cause chaos on Sentinels retake, absolutely swarming the members of SEN, taking them down. So a few free upgrades for Loud here. Sentinels back down on the low buy. Loud needs to carry these rounds.
अगर ज़ेकन ने अपना नेड बचा के रखा रहता तो ना लोग
pressure will be given for now is it's a retake for SEN and Loud. A lot of control on the map here. Really playing it slow down.
Flashbacks
back and forth as they tempt.
जीत गया बे Loud जीत गया मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
Definitely seems like very long when you're trying to find room to
Comeback
breathe. You're trailing behind by 8 rounds or
Who's
Loud.
back? Put side shot.
Look how early these trailblazers are coming from, but it forces out the push.
There you
off
go.
the lower buy that you
दोनों
have
का
from
head ने
Sentinels
मारा
through the
रे.
smoke. Tui's is ready for that, drops them both with the stinger. Allows for them to pivot across, but look at this reposition from John Cutie. He decides to fall behind his teammates' bodies, the paranoia to come out. So at least one kill. But out of that, Loud has full control of B, full control of the map, and now control of the spike planted.
Spike planted.
That's gonna give him the contact, not even needed. Well done here. Loud converts 2 rounds
ये
in a
crucial
row.
round है, ये जीतना पड़ेगा.
A surprise play.
और जीतेगा भी शायद
Remember
Loud.
though, if we're going back to
Breach
the basics
ult
as
है.
well of this map, a 3-side map you've mentioned here, Rib.
Problem कभी आएगा वाल में 11-6 में.
able to default across the map. Great
समझ
ways
रहे
to
हो?
actually pull rotations
11-6 में
away and get a
problem आएगा
very strong
क्योंकि
attack
Sentinels का
side.
इतना
So
heavy
Sentinels showed a
ulti
very
जाएगा ना,
good 10-2
वो भी
half on
rotations
their
में
attack.
आएगा.
But you definitely know that Loud
तब से
has
थोड़ा
what it takes
problem
and
चालू
can
होगा.
do the same thing.
I mean, they just pulled off a full stinger 2-2-1.
Board general luck बोल दो आदित्य भाई best of luck
Anything
मेरी
is
जान.
on the table right now. Back to guns on both sides. 11-4 is no pressure for Loud. They're feeling the 0-0 on the scoreboard as they take shots. Send Tens, however, starts us off.
The Haunt had information. Tens just went for a tap while looking at the mini-map and got the kill. Paranoid to push him away, trying to fall back, but there's a snake bite.
ले ही नहीं सकते, ले ही नहीं सकते भाई. Race
A little back and forth.
very
Sentinels
crucial
will regain position of
for
the rubble
rubble
area
fight.
after grabbing one. So the 5v4
क्या बोलते हैं
conversion
Jack?
now on Sen's shoulders. to get
अगर
the double
रेज
on this
नहीं
round.
तो एटलीस्ट वाइपर के
This is where
साथ गेको
Sasi comes
क्योंकि वो
in
दोनों
first.
स्पिट
Sasi
करके
comes into
कॉम्बो
play.
करके
The mid-round call.
क्लियर कर सकते.
What can happen? Double take on both sides of that mid area. Tui's just from mid. And they're waiting on less. Maybe a little more info, maybe a push. But SEN have not been giving that push.
Heard the jumps, the Haunt here.
Yeah.
Tui's forced to break it and give his position away. They have this rolling thunder for Kalanzine. He made it all the way down towards the bottom. And as the Nanoswarms come out, they could just wait for that timing. All coming through, gets canceled as Tui's is trying to find somebody towards that site.
30 seconds left.
But once again,
Second बाद अभी भी need
playing
नहीं
the
है.
retake.
Waited out the mollies, going for the plant. Another plant that considers that Loud has to stay inside Celsius with the Odin.
The C's got him to just spray through. And now Snake bites to delay, and that's no rolling thunder to push him back. There's only 12 seconds left on the clock. Forced to go for the stick, but the sprays are not coming in this time around. Plant is down. The push from Tui's does not get the surprise kill there onto Sentinels. Tens on the rotate back from the start. Haunt comes through. Sadak is all alone. Sadak gets 2, but gets dropped right after. Sentinels with the defuse.
दोस्तों से आप थोड़ा बेटर दिख रहे हो. पहले बहुत टायर्ड लगते थे. बाद लास्ट है यार.
Oh my
फुल एनर्जी के साथ.
That's the defuse.
लास्ट 48 आवर्स में मैं 4 से 6 घंटा सोया और फिर भी मैं इतना फ्रेश दिख रहा हूँ. तो मतलब सोचो कि सुपर चैट वालों ने मेरी कितनी गांड मारी रहेगी. समझ रहे हो? ऐसा डॉलर्स मार मार के.
But the plan
भाई अच्छा है ना?
so tough for Loud to get
चीज
in a
फेंक
good
के ओडिन
position.
चलाने का
Plants just on platform are not allowing them
ये कॉम्बो
good
सेक्सी है
defensive
बे, प्लांट
setups.
कर ही नहीं सकते बे,
Sentinels comes in
मारना ही
and just
पड़ेगा
swarms from all angles in the end. 12-4 now. We are going to still have that.
या फिर उधर स्पिट विट मारना पड़ेगा या फिर नेट वेट मारना पड़ेगा या फिर कंट्रोल लेना पड़ेगा, कुछ ना कुछ करना पड़ेगा.
In this rolling thunder, they're going to fight for A rumble control. It's going to be about the map before the fights first. They have to play this round in layers if Loud wants to get through Sen.
You hear a little bit of damage being done here through the smoke, but it's inflicted onto Loud. Sadak and Les tagged a little bit. Remember, this rolling thunder available, not used on the C side when they thought they had control.
क्या मारते हैं ये
the
बीच
opener,
में?
4 kills away. You thought you would have a rolling thunder open up the A site, but instead,
जीतेगा, Loud ये round जीतेगा मेरे हिसाब से.
Sneaking QCK around.
They have no idea what's behind them. They don't know if somebody's in baby door. They don't know if somebody's now behind them at A main. They have to move, and Loud can only go forward here. That rolling thunder still ready to cover all of B. They have QCK just lurking, waiting, but nobody from Sentinels is stepping into the danger zone right now. They're waiting for a plant knowledge.
Loud just with the regular stop and go under the pressure. Out of elimination, yet at the brink of elimination does these plays. QCK trying to go for the hero one, trying to see if he can catch one off guard. At least to get the plant down.
5v3, rolling thunder, prepped and ready from the tree position. They're going to actually try to rotate a little bit around. Tui's can have a big flank in the end. A few of these seconds being wasted getting to the spike, but Sen still have a lot of time on the clock.
Important to keep Kalenzine alive right now for the rolling thunder, and he also has aftershock. Holding the tree is the most important position, but Sentinels are looking to fight right back. There's the aftershock. There's a swing out from Tens, but gets denied. And now the tap on that spike. Tui's dropping one. It's a 2 versus 2. Right inside, trying to stick it. Another one to fall. It's all up to Zek, who does get the kill. Trying to stick the spike. With the red bull. And Sentinels are going to be America's kickoff.
Love you, Loud. Hashtag OP, bhai.
Sentinels.
Bhai, the comeback arc. The comeback arc, baby.
Victoriously. Playing just about the same
Is this the 10th era?
Regular season.
Is this the fucking 10th era?
2023 here in kickoff to kick
Bhai, almost वो बाहर आ गया था.
Finals. Sentinels had it all, and they gave it all. The fans are happy. Zek in there with a stick defuse, and how better to get it than a stick defuse in the sight with your
गलत ना बे, मजा आ गया बे. क्या खेलते हैं ना दोनों टीम.
Sentinels used it so many times to get to this point.
It definitely shows the preparation and how ready they were under these
comeback कर रहा Loud में आके.
that could still stay calm and stick a
Baap,
spike on a
baap,
1v1.
comeback.
Look at them. Sentinels crown here the victors of Americas in this kickoff win. It was actually a coveted title of Loud last year by winning Americas.
यार सेंटी हो गया रे कुछ.
Reformed under the helm of John Cutie as the IGL, finding the partnership with Kaplan as well to be able to build this story.
And let's talk about
इनका कल से सोल का बीच में मैच
in the scene,
बहुत
knowing
कुछ
some of
करके
the
जिंक्स
minds
करो
that
प्रमोट.
Greatness.
And now let's toss it here to Spix and the winners, Sentinels.
Easy OP, that is OP, bro.
Give it up for your America's Kickoff champions. It is Sentinels.
वो लास्ट वाला तो सुपर OP था.
Second, congratulations. Not only is this a major win for Sentinels as an organization, you were such an instrumental part of it. You were one of the best players in this entire kickoff event. We have Mama Zek in here, we have Grandma Zek in here. Please, a words for not only your family, but also your fans.
Mom, Leela, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. All the fans, thank you so much for coming out to support, whether it's online or in person. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
Now moving on, Tens. You are the only member on this team that remembers when Sentinels was at the international events, when Sentinels was lifting trophies. It has been 3 years since that moment, but finally, you will be going to Madrid as the America's Kickoff champions. What does this mean for you to have seen your team's journey and make it this far?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of the team. Appreciate all the fans that have been cheering us on. It's been amazing. It's just been an experience. So, yeah, I'm excited.
I'm sure the fans are very, very excited to cheer for you in Spain as well, so thank you very much. Saucy! This has to feel so surreal because not only, of course, are you the America's Kickoff champions, you did so taking down Loud, your former team. Loud, the team that seems to beat all of their teammates that leave. I mean, they just have a crazy history of being able to do so, but finally, you're able to take them down. You're able to take down Sadak. Tell us how much more special this means for you.
I mean, it's really special. First, it's my first official title on Sentinels, so I'm really happy because of it. I'm a Brazilian, so I know like this means a lot for me. I don't really care, like it could be Loud, it could be NRG, but for me the title is special for itself because it was a high expectation on myself and our team last year, and I'm so glad that we finally came back and we got the win.
Absolutely, and you were such a huge part of that. Congratulations, Saucy. And now we have our in-game leader, John Cutie! John, you tweeted it yourself. There's no such thing as failure, just delayed success. From playing in Morocco, moving to Canada, impressing everyone with your time at Ghost Gaming, barely not making it in Ascension when you were part of M80, and now rejoining hands with Coach Kaplan, lifting this trophy here, winning America's Kickoff. Tell us what all of this means for you in your career.
It means a lot. I don't know where to start, but it means a lot. I've worked so hard. I've spent so much time just working. Yeah, I mean, I'm just living alone in LA, just working so hard. I have a vision, and I've seen this happen before it happened, so I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You're an inspiration to both aspiring and current pros alike. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and congratulations. It's amazing what has been done here today. And Zelsis, my man. Zelsis, you have been telling us that every loss before against Loud was a fluke, you know, and that you were very, very confident in this rematch. There's no question that they really made it difficult, but finally, you get your revenge for the loss last time around. You are the champions, and you get to go abroad once again after the last time was Reykjavik back in 2021. It's been 3 years.
I mean, I'm just happy by the Sentinels bundle. Thank you. That was my whole goal. That was my whole goal. But not really, like, beating Loud, I thought, like, you know, it was slipping between our fingers. Every map, like, we were just grinding it out. We knew, like, it's, you know, John has a saying, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So we knew we were bound to win one map. Cap says it all the time. I'm just really happy to beat Loud, and, like, yeah, I'm happy that we shown that we're the best NA team. So it just feels good.
You heard it from Zelsis himself. Make sure to buy the Sentinel bundle. And now, Coach Kaplan, you tweeted this yesterday that simply making it to Madrid was not good enough because you knew how much it would mean to take the win here and get those crucial points ahead of champs. You've done it. All the hard work, all the stress, all the practice has finally paid off, and now you guys are the Kickoff champions. Tell us what's going through your head right now.
I'm so lucky and so proud of my team. I'm lucky to be with them, and they mean the world to me. The fans mean the world to me. What an insane journey this Kickoff has been. We played so many games, and they're, you know, not only are we the best America's team right now, but I mean, we're really the best America's team. They're a real team. They really believe in each other. They know how to win and lose as a team. I love them all. I can't.
Congratulations. What an amazing, amazing victory. And of course, last but not least, we have Coach Drew over here. Coach, you have seen a lot with this org. You've seen the ups and downs, and finally all the pieces are fitting. The players are playing the best. The team is looking amazing. The team synergy is there. What does this moment mean for you?
It's validating. Like, we worked harder than anyone else this offseason, coming into the season too, so I think we deserve this, you know? Like, we had a hard year last year and we learned a lot. We came to this year and we set ourselves really well for the offseason coming into the preseason, and yeah, we get the important 3 points for the, you know, for the grand scope of things, and we go to Madrid. So.
Validation is certainly the word. Congratulations once again, Drew. And last but not least, Riot Games Arena, give it up one last time for your America's Kickoff champions. It is the Sentinels!
If there's one thing you can always guarantee from an NA crowd is useless USA chants just popping up out of nowhere, even though there's a Moroccan and a Canadian on the team. Amazing stuff there. Seems like they had a good time too. It's been a long day, but boy, oh boy, this was an intense game. And it's kind of crazy though that like at the end, it just felt like Sentinels just hit a win button and then just kept going. Like they never really stopped.
It was the series last night. Yeah. Almost to a T. Obviously a little bit longer. It took us a little bit more to get there, but you got to the last game and Celsius just said, all right, we're done. We're done here. Let's wrap this up. And they just snapped.
I think he spent more time out of his seat than actually in the seat, Celsius.
That's because the rounds were so fast and they played so few.
Entirely like, but this Sentinels team, I mean, you heard it from them. This is the first time that Sentinels has really been a cohesive team since the last time we saw TenZ at an international event that he qualified for. They have worked so hard for this moment. There are so many players that we're getting to see make their big return. It's been a long time without TenZ, without Saucy going to international events, without Zekin the last time he was with Exit. These are top level players that you so much as like the best possible teammate you could have in North America to pick up, and he's made it back again. He's built another team up. It's amazing to see.
I really did appreciate what Coach Kaplan said though about them being a team, right? Because that was the problem. You mentioned it just now about how like the previous iterations of Sentinels just never really felt cohesive. Didn't really feel like they were like just a team, plain and simple. It just felt like a collection of people trying to figure it out. But you're really seeing it here now. And I think it's just because you got to have a bunch of people that are just bought into whatever the system is, and they managed to achieve that with these 5 players.
They've got an amazing system, and Kaplan knew exactly who he wanted to bring into that system, right? The fact that he gets Jung QT to rejoin him on this team after Jung QT failed to qualify. There's a world where he qualifies with M80 to VCT, to Americas, and isn't on the Sentinels rosters. Yeah, they win 2 more maps. There's also a world where maybe Kaplan isn't looking for a new IGL, isn't looking for that player. Does Jung QT even have a spot? He deserves it, but does he get it? I don't know. The fact that the stars aligned and we get this Sentinels roster is almost a miracle in itself, and what we saw today was amazing.
In the interview we had with Kaplan yesterday, he was saying that Jung QT is like his best friend. The two of them, they spent so much time together back when they were on Ghost. Back then they were innovating. They were ahead on the meta. They looked like one of the best teams. It didn't work out then, but now they're back with an even better roster around them and have made it work. And that story is just so cool to see come to a conclusion. 2 people reuniting who have a very, very distinct idea of how they want to play the game and putting that to execution with some amazing players around them.
Well, and I think it's tournament runs like these that this is what builds a team.
Yes.
Right? Like going through the gauntlet.
They played so much more Valorant than anyone else. No one else was close to the amount of games they played.
And it's not even just this tournament. When Drew said nobody's worked harder, and anybody can say that, right? And every team feels like they've worked harder than everyone else. Yeah. But they've played more off-season tournaments than anyone else. They played more rounds and more maps in this tournament than anyone else. They really have played more, and they've worked harder than anyone else. And I think you saw the fruit of that today.
Yeah, it really illustrates the importance of that off-season, of that time, you know. But this is it. This is who will be going to Madrid. We have now settled in the Americas region. The final 2 teams, it's going to be, of course, Loud and Sentinels. Sentinels going into this one with that winner's feeling, which has to feel like a freaking uplifting spirit off of them, man, because it's been weighing them down
especially
for
after
years.
last year. For the players who have been on this roster since then, it has to mean the world. And I'm just so excited for Madrid because I feel like this is an opportunity to see a tournament where so many different teams are playing so many different styles. You have a team like Kickoff, who's playing like Yoru Fade comps on multiple different maps. Who's pulling out a tier 2 duelist from the worst team in Challengers North America and winning EMEA. You have the Chinese League coming into play for the first time. You have a VCT Pacific qualification without DRX, showcasing a rookie on Gen G.
All I'm gonna say is, hot take, this could be one of our best tournaments ever.
It's going to be the most fun. It's going to be the most fun. And let me sell you 2 matchups. The best matchup in the tournament, for my money, Sentinels versus Gen G.
Oh, yes.
But the actual best matchup, if you want to see a clash of 2 ridiculous styles, it is Loud with their no-dive, double smokes, triple initiator, and Carmine Corp on Split. If they are playing their triple audio denial, Yoru plus Omen nonsense, that match will be the most entertaining Valorant match of all time. I don't care.
Hear me out. Sentinels versus Keiko, the most clouded NA team you could possibly have against literally the entire country of France.
Yeah.
The internet will stop.
Let's not forget, Heretics are out there as well, and we're going to be in Spain.
They're going to have a Spanish crowd.
Dude, the ridiculous thing, sorry, I just have to say this for a second because of EMEA and being there last year, those 2 teams were the worst teams in EMEA last year.
And it's Sentinel, not the worst team last year, but they were down there last year. And now they've rebuilt.
It is an insane turnaround for so many of these different organizations, and it shows the roster moves in the offseason, and also, like Doug was saying, the work these teams did in the offseason, the unique styles, the fantastic gameplay, the cohesion, and Sentinels, they're the best at that in America.
And I think we have to highlight that this very well may be the best Valorant we've had.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
Yeah,
where parity is at an incredible place. Anybody can beat anybody. Yeah. There are new faces and new names showing up. You've got guys like Narrate, the story he's had. We've got a field where we don't have Fnatic, where we don't have...
Why didn't I download Professor sooner? It has so much info and stats. My opponent had 100 games with their champion? I was playing blind! I should have played safer. Lesson learned, always check stats. Respect the win rate. Never feed a good opponent. Down.
You loved me for who I can't go back to.